Good morning, Colby College. This is Ms. Studer with your Red Fox Report. Look at that awesome stone wall. Look at it. I'm coming down. Oh, here I am. This stone wall even incorporates this awesome glacial erratic right here. Yeah, what settler wants to move that? Not only that, these stone walls tell a story. So stone walls are all over New England. Some of them are so long and so well put together that apparently you can see them from aerial photographs, and you can see the patterns and outlines of them. They mark all kinds of land that used to belong to people, and people farmed here. Remember, the first people who came here that were non-natives were looking for land to farm and land to call their own and land to put animals on. And then in the early 1800s, sheep, through a very complicated and interesting story, merino sheep came to this area, and then sheep farming became a big deal. But by 1850, 1860, just prior to the Civil War, everybody's out of here. They're going to the Ohio River Valley because that's a much better place to farm. That's much better soil. I mean, if you've ever tried to farm here, you know, boy, you grow a good crop of rocks every spring because there's a lot of rocks in this soil, and the ground thaws from the bottom up, pushing those rocks. That's a whole nother story. Anyway, I want to talk to you about this rock wall because this rock wall tells me that this was used for animals, to keep animals in. So the different rock walls that were used for different purposes look different. Now, I can't identify all of them, but this one I can. This one's easy. It's made up of all larger rocks, and this would have been about 4 feet tall. You got to think about how long it's been here, and the sinking down into the ground, and the amount of leaf litter around it, and the duff around it. So at this point, it's like knee height mostly in most of the area, but it probably was about this tall, just high enough to keep sheep in. Just high enough to keep sheep in, because believe it or not, they wouldn't have jumped over that. Sheep are not known for their intelligence. Anyway, these rock walls are everywhere here, and in my last episode I talked a little bit about landmarks, and for me the rock walls out here are real landmarks because there are ones like this that are for sheep, and then there are others that are agricultural, and they're a little bit wider, and they have lots of smaller round stones in them because think about it, as you plow that field year after year after year, you get these little round stones all in them because the frost brings them up. So I am confirmed in my analysis of this rock wall, in case any of you doubt me. Not that you would just doubt me because you doubt me, but you know, some people like extra confirmation, and some people like, you know, want to know, well, yeah, really? How do you know? Are you sure? Well, yeah, actually, I am sure, because this particular rock wall also has barbed wire around it. So this is very clearly, to me, a wall that kept in animals. You gotta love it when you're confirmed in your belief by other evidence you weren't even looking for. So when you look at those rock walls, if you're interested, Tim Wessels wrote this amazing book called Reading the Forested Landscape. And in there, he talks a lot about the rock walls. And if you can find any of his stuff online, he's a great resource for all kinds of ways to read this landscape based on what is left behind and how it's developed since the people left it. So with that in mind, really heady set of these Red Fox reports. Rock walls are just a cool place to watch chipmunks too. Have a great day, Colby College. This is Ms. Studer signing out on your Red Fox Report.